Hi there, welcome along to another video for you to row along to. We're outside again, a slightly different location in my garden as the kids have commandeered the normal bit for their paddling pool. So if you hear any splashes and shouts, then it's them, not me, don't worry. Anyway, today we're going to do 4 minutes times 8 with 1.5 minute rest in between. It's going to be at 24 strokes a minute and run about 2k plus 12. Okay, so it's going to be quite a kind of mid-high end one. Right, anyway, so 4 minute warm up to start. Set your drag factor, which you can't see because we're flipped, but set your drag factor. Monitor at around about eye height, so you don't have to look up, you don't have to look down, and your foot straps so they cover the bottom lace in your shoe, or if you're in socks, just so that they allow you to hinge forward properly at the front. Okay, so 4 minutes warm up, around about 18 strokes a minute. Excuse me, but I'm gonna have to go for sunglasses, I'm afraid. Okay, let's get going. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I'm not entirely sure whether my grass is level. I think I'm leaning slightly to the right. I think. I don't quite know how to fix that. I'll end up with terrible sciatica or something at the end of this row. I don't know, we're looking to wedge something underneath the back end. Who knows? Anyway, just got to be careful for bees and wasps today. Right, so we're 45 seconds in. Currently running about 20 strokes a minute. Just start to think about what you're doing technique-wise. Just pick something. Maybe start with are your shins vertical at the front, and do you have relaxed arms and shoulders? Just go from there. And then think about a good solid drive out with your legs. And we'll worry about the rest of the technique stuff when we get into our main row. So it is, like I said, kind of that mid-range interval workout today. So it's not one of the foundation builders, but it's also not a sprinty one. Okay, so 5 seconds, take one more stroke, take a foot out the straps, okay, and then single leg row. Yeah, I'm definitely on. Strange angle. Just get a good solid drive through the legs at this point. Just want to feel it's connecting with the flywheel at the front. One more stroke. Swap feet. And go again. Just feel that snap into the flywheel at the front as you engage with it and make the flywheel spin. After all, that's what you're trying to do. Okay, one more stroke and both feet in, and then legs straight and arms and body only. Completely forgot what I was doing there. Apparently there's bugs in the paddling pool. Judging by the complaints from behind. It's a paddling pool, don't worry, we're not posh. Next door have a dog, you may have guessed. One more stroke. And then reverse, straight arms, drive with the legs. Really try and keep that forward lean as you drive through your legs. After all, it's key to getting a good pace in your main stroke. 2 more strokes like this. 1 more. Right, you keep moving up and down the rail, have a drink. I'll try and level off my machine, and then I'll explain to you exactly what we're doing today once more, okay? Okay, hopefully that's it. Bit scrap wood under the front, and I think I'm level. Anyway, so today's going to be 4 minutes times 8 with a 1.5 minute rest in between. We're going to do 24 strokes per minute through all those 4-minute sessions, and it's going to be round about 2k plus 12 pace. So we're looking at round about a 7, 8 out of 10 for minute effort point. So it's not a 6 out of 10 30-minute, it's not a 10 out of 10 sprint, it's in between. It's baby bear. But it's not going to feel like that. Anyway, so 4 minutes, 24 strokes per minute, 2k plus 12 to start. Okay, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Might take a while to really dial in your 24 strokes. Just follow me. Should have it by now. It's basically 1 stroke every 2.5 seconds. Hopefully you've got pace locked in as well. And it's only 4 minutes, so it's only 96 strokes. But trust me, by the time you get into the 8th interval of this, you'll know about it. Especially if you're daft and rowing outside in this kind of heat. I do get the feeling I'm about to get soaked at one point, judging by the maniacal laughs from behind. It's definitely one to concentrate on for keeping the 2k plus 12 going. Okay, halfway on this first interval. Remember, it's all about your leg drive. Really drive out from the catch. You're only pulling with your arms at the end of the stroke. The rest of it is all about allowing the leg drive to transfer into the handle, into the flywheel. A minute to go. I can't concentrate with him behind me. Don't worry, I'm not on a silent day. I'm just concentrating on this first one, of locking in the right pace and stroke rate. I need this training too as well, you know. One more stroke. There you go. Plus, I'm sure I've not got this level yet. What can I try? I know. Hang on, excuse me. Got a minute and a half to try and sort this. Maybe that's better. Hello again. Maybe, who knows. Oh. Is that the garden? It's an apple tree. This is a kindness tree. The kids have left lots of little things saying, "You rock. You're the best." Just a tree that has kind notes to you. They didn't even know I was rowing in front of it today. Ah, 30 seconds to go. I think I'd cooled down a bit by trying to sort out the machine. So that first interval for me was kind of tough because it felt like I hadn't had a warm-up. So let's see if I can talk a bit more on this one. Right, 10 seconds to go. It's the same again, 24 strokes a minute, 2k plus 12. In 3, 2, splash, go. That feels better. That feels like I've got it level this time. Well, the machine's now rocking a bit, but hey. I think I'm a second behind. Stay with me. Hopefully either you notice that I slipped a bit and get to 24, or just stay with me and we'll get, that's it, back on 24 again. Make sure and hold your pace through this entire session. I really don't recommend trying to go faster than 2k plus 12 yet if you have an accurate 2k time. If you've not done a 2k test for a while and you've been doing a lot of training, you might find that these targets feel soft, in which case do a 2k, don't guess. Because it's easy to think you're faster than you are. Sometimes it's hope that does it to you. You want to be faster, so you push the pace guide as though you were faster. And in truth, you're fooling yourself, and then you're going too fast. And you can end up overtraining at the wrong paces and not developing what you should from the session. So, like I said, this is a middle tier workout, but you add like an extra couple of seconds speed from the start and start doing 2k plus 10 now instead of 2k plus 12, then if you held that until the end, you'd end up turning this into a top tier session, like a full-on sprinty one, or anaerobic one, like not sprinty. There is method to how these are designed, and if you start to cross or dip into the water, it can be counterproductive. Right, so in 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember to towel today. Don't have to keep using my t-shirt. Oh, it really is hot. And I mean, hot for anywhere, not just hot for Glasgow. Even had to put on sun cream. So, do you like the t-shirt? Oh, my wee things come off. The Stuck at Home Rowing Club. I do hope that's not caused a proper sound. If that's been flapping about the whole time, that'd be disappointing. Let's put you on the sound. Hello, testing. Very slick operation I've got going here, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Stuck at Home Rowing Club. It's a Facebook group that's all just come out of the fact that we're all stuck at home rowing, funny enough. Because as you can tell by the bad hair and the ever-growing beard, we're still in lockdown. The end of May right now, so maybe this will be a historical thing. So it's May 2020, we're still in lockdown. We're slowly coming out of it. Is it a good thing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Same again. 24 strokes a minute. 2k plus 12. So if you want, just to continue where we left off on the last interval, if you want, on like the last 2 intervals maybe, if you want to push it like gradually, and you can. So for 2k plus 12, maybe on the 7th interval, 2k plus 10, and then the final one, just see what you can manage. I, however, will be sticking to 2k plus 12 because I really don't fancy destroying myself in this heat. Seriously, I know it sounds like I'm going on about it a lot, but this is like winning the lottery in Scotland. Sunny day, it's a Saturday, so I don't have to work, and I've got an hour's peace, well, as much peace as you can get with those numbskulls behind me for a row. So this is another one that's kind of a amalgamation of different training sessions. So here we go. Voiceover man is back again. You may have spotted there the microphone just slipped down inside my lovely new shirt, so you've got me for the next 2 minutes. Don't worry, I fix it. At the end of this interval, you'll have a lovely few moments of me fiddling around inside my shirt. Anyway, sorry about this. It shows at least this is real, and I'm not. I don't do these kind of like in 8 to 10 takes and then release the best one. I just kind of run with it. So just as it went down there, I was saying this is an amalgamation of a few different training program things. Like this one's normally it's kind of like a 1,000 meters times 8 instead of 4 minutes times 8. But like I keep saying in other videos like this, I have to do these in time format so that we can row along together. If we did this at distance, then maybe I'd finish the 1k before you would, or you'd finish it before me, so we couldn't row it together. So this is why it's this way. So it's a few different sessions all kind of rolled into one, and it gives you that kind of middle tier where it's not foundation building, it's not sprint, top end building. It's kind of in between where you have to push hard. You certainly feel like it's going to be one heck of a workout if you stick to the pace and stick to the stroke rate, which is important. I mean, even if you, towards the back end for interval 7 and 8, if you start to feel you want to go faster, make sure you stick to your 24 strokes a minute stroke rate, because otherwise there's no point in this session. So it's all about the 24s, and it's all about hitting that certain point where you feel by the end of the 4 minutes you've got a real good workout, and then the minute and a half lets you recover for the next interval so you can put it all back in again. Anyway, so coming towards the end of this interval in 5. Got one more stroke coming up here. There we go. Alright, so that's us done in this interval. We've now got like run about, I don't know, 45 seconds of me, there you go, fiddling down inside my shirt. Yeah, there we go.
Hello again.
Yeah, hello again.
This isn't working, is it?
No, it's not working.
What's going on?
But it does, don't worry. I managed to sort out hooking this on over my shirt, and it stays there for the rest of it, and you don't get the annoying clicking noises you were getting before either, so it all settles down. I don't know, maybe I should do retakes of intervals like that, but I think kind of, come on, we know each other well enough now, don't we? We spend enough time in each other's company that you know I'm making this up as I go along. At least the actual training sessions themselves are properly programmed and designed, even if I'm not properly programmed and designed.
Well,
Saz?
what do you think?
What do you think? Anyway, goodbye folks, back to me on Vision.
It's going to be rustling away now, isn't it? Oh, well, let's see. There's a good chance this is just going to start banging off my t-shirt, making a lot of noise, in which case the rest of this is going to be end up in voiceover as well. I mean, I could just stop, but what do you care? As long as you get to do the session, then, I mean, I'm dull as anything, so. Anyway, right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. 24 strokes a minute, 2k plus 12. Maybe I should get one of those headsets, like the Janet Jackson ones. Or like when you see the Les Mills or other spin class people, and they've got the headset microphone thing. Just get one of them. Sometimes the microphone lets me down. Sometimes it works perfectly. Like I said, I know the point of my rows is that I do talk away to you and keep you company, but I'm sure you're not going to stop and go home if I have to do this in voiceover. The fourth interval. So once we've completed this, we're halfway there. But we're not even halfway through this interval yet, so let's not think too far forward. Sometimes thinking too far forward can be what ruins you when rowing. Like on a 2k race time trial, you get round about 500 metres in, minute and a half to 2 minutes, and that's when all the alarm bells in your body start ringing that maybe you're doing something less than sensible. Now you know you're strong enough, fit enough to keep going, but then you look at the distance to go and you see that you've still got 1,500 meters left, and you're already feeling that way, out of breath and muscles on fire. And so you start playing tricks on yourself and telling yourself there's no way you can complete. Whereas the rational part of your brain knows fine well you can finish it, even if you back off. But the caveman in you, the cave woman, is just trying to protect you. So you can panic, and there goes your race. So it's always better to only look 10 seconds ahead. 3 or 4 strokes, which is what we're doing now. 3, 2, last one. I mean, I know a lot of people like you who watch these videos either do take part in races and time trials or don't. So maybe chat like that doesn't help, but like I say, if you're actually training to get better, you do need to set your 2K time trial baseline for your training pace. So you have to do a time trial from time to time just to keep yourself honest. So, and it can fake you out. I think doing more 2Ks you do, it's a double-edged sword. It's like you get used to them so you can get past that panic, but then also the more you do them, the more you remember how much they hurt. You start to fear them a little bit because you know what you're about to go through. Which I think is it's exactly where I was before I got injured. I was starting to panic before races about just knowing what was going to happen next. We still got the microphone? Yep. All right. Whew. Okay, so we're on the downward stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Same again. Now I try, you may have spotted on that one, that I do try, as the countdown's happening to start, to make sure that I've got my body in the right position. I've got the forward lean at the front, and that it's from my hips rather than a bending of the back. Really does help set you up. There's so many things in the stroke that help to set you up for the right stroke over and over again. One of the key ones really being getting your hands over your knees to start your body rock before you bend your knees to slide forwards. That can iron out myriad issues with the stroke alone, because it sets your body position right into where it's supposed to be, which then helps you get forward enough to have your shins vertical. Your arms are straight and relaxed. So all you have to worry about is driving off with the legs and maintaining that forward lean for as long as possible through the drive. So if I was to pick any 2 things to focus on, it would be, think about rocking through the hips from a forward lean to a back. So as you're looking at me right now, that's 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. But then also think about getting this handle away from you and over your knees, because that's the key to engaging your forward rock. Everything else is all refinement. Like squeezing the shoulder blades at the back, driving your heels down as you engage the leg drive. Try to keep a engaged core to the front and back. It's all just icing on the top of your back lean and your arms. Okay, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, last stroke, 1. Oh. You still here? Yeah. Oh. We have neighbours with very noisy kids. Mine seem to be, from what I can gather, trying to see how long they can hold their breath underwater for. Oh, they really are noisy neighbours. They're out playing music all day and stuff. I'm turning into an old man. It's the beard. I'm turning into an old grumpy man. Three more intervals to go. How you faring up? Definitely is one that, right in that last minute, you start to feel it and go, whoa, this is getting tougher. But then you hit the rest, and it kind of settles you down again. I mean, just going on about heart rates again. So I tend to finish these around about 150-ish, and I'm down at 82 now. I might just duck to 80 by the time we start this interval. So the minute and a half gives you a real good time to recover, so you can get that 4 minutes solid happening again. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. I mean, I know over the past few sessions I've become a bit of a heart rate bore as well as a technique bore. Sorry. But I actually don't use the heart rate figure for training. You get like people that talk about UT1, UT2, UT3 and stuff. It's not really how I sort my training. I just do it with this 3-tier system of long and slow, medium and faster, and then sprinty and aerobic stuff. But I do find recovery times interesting on a workout like this. I actually find on longer rows, talking about putting yourself off, if I'm doing a 10k time trial, say, and 10 minutes in, I see my heart rate's already nudging kind of 80%, and then 5 minutes later, 90% of max. I can start to get too worried about, should I really be rowing another 20 odd minutes at almost max heart rate. Not something you think when you're 25, but when you hit 45, it does play a little bit more. It does for me anyway. There's plenty of 45-year-olds that do a lot more than hover around 80-90% of max, and they're the ones that win medals. So it's useful. I mean, I don't really take a record of it. I kind of just know what's good and what's bad. So I'm 147 right now, which is what I'd expect for the sixth interval of this kind of session in this kind of heat. Shouldn't go up too much from that. I might finish just over 150. Anyway, closing 8 strokes of this interval. Hope you're still holding pace. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. 149. See if I can remember to look at where it is when we start the next one. Whew. Hi. You can tell it's real dedication to the lockdown hair and beard on a day like this, that I've not just gone in and shaved it all off, but I'm no quitter. Not yet anyway. At least, I don't know quite how much longer I'll keep it. I think if lockdown and working from home goes on for another 6 months like they're saying, I think I'll shave soon. It's not my kids. My kids are the idiots behind swimming circles around a paddling pool. Don't do it like that, do it like this. She's like me, constantly telling people what to do. It's not like I sit here and tell you how to improve your stroke all day long, is it? No. Anyway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come to realise on that wee countdown then that the word 7 is particularly Scottish, the way I say it. 7. Is that way it kind of barks out? 7. I do like a good Scottish accent. Someone like Neil Oliver, TV presenter, or Lachlan, what's his second name? It's an artist. I made a programme about the history of Scottish art with him, and he had a great Scottish accent. Anyway, how do we... Oh yeah, because of number 7. I'll work out why on earth I went down that rabbit hole. So, this is the one that I said, if you wanted to start going a wee bit faster, I'll accept it now. So maybe 2k plus 10 on this one, if you want. Like I said, I'm still trying to keep this all at a very steady pace throughout. Still trying to work out what the technique differences are that either cause my shoulder to hurt or let me row without pain. So that's what I'm concentrating on. I'm pretty sure it's the wee fake forward lean I do that causes the problem. Only time will tell. I know I do bleat on about technique a lot, hopefully in slightly different ways, as not to bore you. It doesn't sound like I'm reading a script or anything, but it really is about injury prevention, especially if you're just building up strength and fitness and you're not used to doing long hard sessions. If you approach it with poor technique, you can hurt yourself. Trust me. That's why I ended up like this. I had a stint off after cutting my hand, and when I eventually came back, I thought I could row exactly the same way I used to, but because of my hand, I kind of unconsciously tweaked my technique to favour my right shoulder, went hard, and then I've now damaged it. So take it from me, just think about good, even fluid stroke. Right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dawned on me, didn't explicitly say that if you're going to go faster on these last 2 intervals, I want you to do it still at 24 strokes a minute. Because anyone could just knock it up 2 or 4 strokes per minute and go faster. But that's you using stroke rate rather than actual power and fitness and stuff. So stick to 24. And if you want to go like 2k plus 8 this time, if you think you've got it in you, then fill your boots. Remember, it's all, if you can do that, I want you to get those extra seconds from the legs, not from kind of bending the elbows too early and kind of having to yank halfway through the stroke. That way lies injury, trust me. It's definitely one of those times where when do what I say and, well, not do what I do, but do what I should have done. Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't have let stupid change to my stroke get me injured. Oh, it's also reflective now. Anyway, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go with the last interval. So just 4 minutes to go, 96 strokes, and we're all done. Apart from a wee 2-minute cool down. Now hopefully you're either trying to go a wee bit faster on this one, or you're maintaining 2k plus 12. Or for all you folks that just do it by an effort out of 10, whatever pace you started at, I want you to still be at that pace or faster. You should not be slower than you were on the first interval. If you have to row slower, then something's wrong with the pace guide for you. Maybe your 2K isn't accurate because it's actually slower, or maybe your F out of 10 perception is wrong. After my first wee hiccup for the machine not being level, and that throwing off the concentration, I've been solid the whole way, and already in this interval my heart rate's at 152, which shows that it's a progressively tougher session, because it was only 3 intervals ago that it finished at 149. So even though I'm rowing at the same pace and I'm getting rests in between, it's certainly taking its toll on my body. Of course, don't know how much of that is dehydration. Okay, less than a minute to go. Well done for keeping up today. It's not a destroyer, but it's not a walk in the park either. And who doesn't love 24 strokes a minute? Could do this all day. Maybe not this pace though. Anyway, 10, 4, 3, 2, last stroke. Good job. Have a quick drink while I recite my monitor. Come on. Anyone? There we go. Just roll. Okay. And let's just cool down. Let your body go from warm to not as warm. I always have an issue with the phrase warm down. It just doesn't seem grammatically correct to me, because you're cooling down from being warm. Warming down. Anyway. Oh, I'm pooped. Just being down at this cool down level, it suddenly just got to me. I think it's dehydration. Must be. Or my lockdown diet is starting to affect my energy systems as well. Time to change that, I think. Problem is I've been less active because I'm working from home, but I've still been eating the same stuff as if I was constantly active. So, time to address that. Can't out-train a bad diet, as they say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our alfresco row today. It was very nice. We talked about trees, we talked about Scottish accents, noisy neighbours, noisy kids, a little bit about 2K training, or well, 2K racing, a little bit about stroke technique, everything. I'm such an... Oh, I should have me around for a dinner party, I'd be such a conversationalist. Anyway, hope you enjoyed today's row. Go to pdprowing.com if you want more information about what I do, indoorrowinginfo.com for more about just indoor rowing in general, and then maybe even sign up for the FMMC monthly challenge. And of course, comment, click like, subscribe, do what you wish. Hunt me out on Facebook for PDP rowing and things. I like to connect with folks. Hey, let's reach out and connect. And so me and the microphone, let me say goodbye. Let's call it #faulty mic, as an MIC for Mike. Just to show you got to the end, especially if you didn't like it. Right, go get a drink of water, have a shower, get something to eat, healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.